Hello and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. I am John.
And I am Ken.
What's the frequency?
It is 1.4.
What's the frequency, Ken? That's the joke on me.
Yes, I know. REM. I didn't hear that a lot
Growing up.
I did not hear that, nor did I hear that they killed me as well.
Oh, yeah, they killed Kenny.
Yeah, exactly.
You bastard.
Yes, or How's Barbie? I got quite a few. And now I have to hear the Karens and the Kens, when they call women like that.
Oh, really? The male is a Ken?
Yes, apparently. So
I thought it was a Chaz.
Yeah. I always said Chad when I made fun of like someone who's a little,
Yeah.
I like that better than Ken, but anyways, it is what it is. I
You want me
gotta
to
live
start
with
calling
it.
you Chad instead?
Call me Chad.
All right. Welcome to our Speakeasy podcast. This is Chad.
Hey,
I'm John.
what's going on?
And we have Pepsi today. We are not drinking beer. We're going with a soda.
Yeah, delicious
That's
soda.
what it looks like.
It does kind of look like soda. Huh?
No, this is from Jersey Girl.
All right.
A few weeks back, we did our tour of Hackettstown, and we stopped at Jersey Girl
Yes,
Brewing.
notice the trends. We had a few Hackettstown breweries we hit up.
This is called Black Diamond. It is a German-style Schwarzbier, not to be confused with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, not Schwarzenegger.
It's basically a black lager,
Okay.
and it's low, 4.1%, so it's nice. And
And we have a clip too, right?
should we show it before we dig it?
Yeah. Let's do the clip first. We'll put it right here, guys.
Hit it.
What's up, guys? It's Ken and John from the Speakeasy Podcast. Right now, we are at Jersey Girl in Hackettstown, right?
Mount Olive.
Oh, Mount Olive, yeah. Right now, we're having...
Lost in Space.
Yeah.
It's their new IPA that they just came out with.
Cool, man.
It's not very hazy. It's a little dark.
Yeah.
A little West Coasty, maybe.
Yeah, a little West Coast.
West Coast.
Right. Cheers.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it. Not a West Coasty guy. But
It's delightful. Here's a quick clip of the tap room. All right.
Cool spot. There is an outside. There's a lot of picnic benches out
Yeah,
there.
a lot of picnic.
Cool spot to hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
If you're ever in Mount Olive, check out Jersey.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, it was a cool spot. I liked it.
Spot.
The warehouse area in the back, which we didn't show in that video, was huge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was kind of like towards the end. I go to John. I'm like, John, check this out.
Yeah, it was pretty cool in there.
Yeah, they had a big room, and because the tap room is not like Gigundo or anything.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was
Yeah.
quaint. It was
And there's an
cozy.
outside.
And
picnic
yeah.
tables outside. And
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
there's
right.
a family out there.
Yeah.
It was a cool spot. I guess you can notice all the locals in there, right? Because everybody
Yes.
knew each other.
So I think it was
and like
regulars.
older men. And
The only thing I didn't realize was, for some reason, I had it in my head that it was close to, like a walking distance to like Zig. And,
yeah, no, it was a
and
little out of the way.
It was a little bit
Yeah.
off that path. Yeah.
Is that actually Hackettstown? Is that where it was?
Yeah, it was
Is that considered Hackettstown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still in the same town. So if you're in that area, you want to hit up a few places, definitely put Jersey Girl on your list.
Yeah, I'd go back.
Yeah. Let's just try this beer because we didn't have this one, did we?
Cheers. No, we didn't.
Yeah. All right. Malty.
Malty. A little smoky.
I like it. It's, to me,
It's easy.
I'm gonna get castrated for this, but I think it's kind of porter like to me. I don't know. I feel like the
No,
taste
I agree.
is kind of
Because
porter.
it's got like a smoky.
Yeah. It's
I
not.
don't want to say chocolatey.
Yes, it's not. It's not heavy like a stout. You're not getting like that syrupy kind of viscosity.
No.
But it's kind of. I don't know. I kind of get. If someone said this was a porter to me, I would say okay.
Yeah.
If someone says it's dark lager, I'll say okay. I think it's kind of has properties of both.
I
at
agree.
least to me.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. But it's good.
It's got that little smoke taste on the aftertaste.
Yeah.
Very malty.
Well, we didn't get a store on Jersey Girl though. Is it how they got the name? Did we? We never did. I don't think.
It was by this girl. She was from Jersey.
Oh.
And
She or someone that was a big fan of that Ben Affleck movie and with Carlin.
you making fun of my man crush?
Yeah. Was that Jersey
Ben
Girl?
Affleck?
Was that called Jersey Girl?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was. Come on, you see your man. You have a man crush on a guy. It's when he was initially with Jennifer Lopez, and she had a small clip in the beginning of the movie where she was pregnant. She was the mom. Great. It was actually a really good movie.
I think it was Jersey Girl.
And that was a Kevin Smith movie, I believe, too.
It was a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah. Yes, it had to have been Jersey
I see
Girl.
the cover of the movie. I see the cover in my head. But
Yeah, it had to have been because I think they played that Bruce Springsteen song at the end. I'm in love with the
Jersey Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, back to the name. We don't know. I don't know if that's.
The beers they put out are okay. Their go-to is, I believe, that Citra can, right?
Oh.
That orange can. I can't remember the name of it. Something Citra, and then they have that other one. It looked like the King of Hearts on it or something.
I see them though. I see them in a lot of places.
Oh yeah, they're
in a lot
everywhere.
of bars.
They're very, very popular.
Distributed. Yeah. So they're doing all right for themselves, I think.
Yeah. I think I like this though more than I like their IPAs.
Yeah.
That's why I think we decided to go with something a little different.
Yeah,
we had an
change it
IPA
up.
while we were there. I think it was called Space.
And you have been on a dark lager kick. So
I have. Once you go black, you never go back.
Okay.
So
all right. Good job though, guys. We like this one, Jersey Girl.
very good.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's else? What's happening, man? Some crazy stuff's happening, right?
Yeah. We were just watching the news, and we were watching.
Watching the news.
We were watching the news. We're actually, me and John were having a sub sandwich.
How old we are?
And we're watching the news. Yes, that's what we do for fun.
Yeah.
We eat subs and watch the news. And,
It's so sad.
we saw this whole thing with the border crisis and everything, which actually, when this episode airs, I think it'll be official. We are, I think, a day shy of this whole thing happening.
It'll be after the fact.
Yes.
When this episode comes out. It was the whole we talked about that Title 42.
Yes, we talked about Title 42.
Probably like a year ago.
It's been, it's been an issue, and it's been something that it's been the loophole, I guess you would say, where they can send anyone that comes into our country out without any question because of the whole COVID situation. Just to clarify that to people.
And now the CDC has said that COVID is no longer a global pandemic.
Yes.
Epidemic, whatever they call it. And COVID is gone.
Why don't we just tell people that we just don't want them here and send them back anyways? Why do we need COVID to do, if it's an issue, if it's a problem,
It's 100% an issue.
yeah, then why don't we just make a new law up or do something different?
Title 43. We don't want you here anymore.
It's just, I mean, that's the great thing about our country is that we do have laws and we do have things that we follow and that we have in place. But it also can, in a situation like this, it's backfiring on us a little bit, I think,
Yes.
But
We are always the country of opportunity. We welcome everybody with open arms. Little did we know, everybody was going to come.
Yes. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do things.
Absolutely.
And, I'm all for people coming from any country and becoming a citizen, but you got to do it right. Do it right. Come on, people.
Yep.
But then again, once again, we've discussed this before. We know these people are coming from crappy situations. We know that they're coming from corrupt governments. We understand it. But, I think that's more the reason why these people got to do their homework and figure out how to do it the right way, maybe. I don't know.
It's just crazy how bad it must be that taking a chance of going over the border, getting shot, getting arrested, is better than the situation they're living in currently.
I know. It's crazy. Did you see that on the news? Some guy, plowed his car. There was a bunch of, immigrants from, the south of Texas, or whatever I think it was. Anyways.
Mexicans?
They might have been. No, but they're not all Mexicans.
No,
That's
they're
the
not all
thing.
Mexicans.
There's
No,
people
no,
from
no.
everywhere. And some guy just plowed his car into a group. We killed 6 or 7 or something of them,
Yeah.
And
You don't get many points for just 6 or 7.
and it turns out the guy kind of had a little bit of a rap sheet too. So they were in the beginning. They're like, "Was it just an accident?" And yeah.
Doubt it.
Yeah. So, but back to the crisis. Here's the problem, and this is something I've discussed over and over and over and over again, which pisses me off. We knew this was going to happen. We knew that this day would happen.
Yep.
Why don't we have a plan yet? What's going on? I don't understand it.
I don't think there's no plan. I don't think there's ever going to be a plan.
No, we're not going to be able to stop it. we're not going to be, and it's just we're going to have to use resources that aren't going to be able to do much because there's going to be so many waves of people coming in.
I don't really think the people in office now really, honestly, care or want to play.
Well, that's what it seems like, but it's
They
all
want to play the good guy and win everybody over, and
they want to be everyone's friend, and it's not going to. It doesn't work like that. And what's going to happen is there's going to be the wrong person's going to come in. They're going to kill people. They're going to rape people. They're going to do things, and what are they going to say to that? And I'm not saying that people from any Mexico or Nicaragua or any of these places are bad, but I'm just saying.
No, but everybody's got bad seeds. That come.
America has bad seeds.
Yeah, everybody's got bad seeds.
Yes, but do we need more bad seeds coming in? Do we need? Who knows what these people could be? Some of the people that are committing these crimes. These people coming in might be some of the people that the other good people are running away from.
Yeah.
So there could be drugs coming in.
100%, and I'm sure there is. That's got to be part of their plan to make money. All those cartels down there. Let's smuggle. It's easy to smuggle the drugs in now.
I think Hunter Biden will have a bus that he's waiting for people just to get all his drugs.
Got drugs?
Get in here. Get in here. Come here, buddy.
Let's go. You got a sister? Let's go. I don't know. It's crazy. Now they're busing them into New York and using old hotel. Instead of helping the homeless, we're bringing immigrants into New York City and using all of their tax money and
yeah.
And there's people living on the streets. I don't know. We can put these people into. I hate saying these people. I don't want to sound heartless, but the immigrants that are being bussed in, we can put them up in hotels. We can give them apartments.
Yeah.
But they're still Americans,
But
veterans,
Yeah.
sleeping on the street, looking for things to eat.
But John, there are also people crossing the border that are sleeping on the street as well. But do we need more of a homeless problem too?
No.
And that's it's frustrating, and it's frustrating for. That's why the governor of Texas was sending people to. We had a discussion.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, to Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. Keep sending them to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, This is fantastic.
This is great. We now call this Maria's Vineyard.
Yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue that should have been resolved by now. They should have had a plan B. Come on, guys. Plan B, plan B, plan B. You can't just...
I don't think they want to. I really don't.
Yeah. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt those who are not taking action on this. It's definitely going to hurt them.
And it's going to make the next person coming in, the job is going to be harder.
It's going to be more dirty work. They got to clean jobs. They have to clean up and fix and do this and do that. And,
yes, sir.
And but it's just why? They say they have everything in order, but no.
We can't even pay our bills.
Yeah.
Can't even pay our bills.
Well, yeah, we saw that debt ceiling thing, whatever, too, on the news. It's just
it's getting higher and higher. $35 trillion.
Yeah. Come on.
That's what we're in debt.
Yes.
To ourselves.
And listen, man, we have we have a heart, and I hate to bring up Ukraine again and everything, but we're using a lot of money and a lot of resources, and a lot is going into that. When unfortunately, like John had mentioned, we have still homeless veterans. We still have people around here that are dying. We have people. There still are issues that we have in our own country
that we can't fix
yet, and then we're doing all this spending and we're in debt out the yin yang, and we're going.
It's tough, man. It's going to get tougher for our children.
Yeah,
because now they're talking about if they don't fix this debt ceiling problem, they're going to stop giving people their Social Security.
Yep. Stock market's going to plunge.
Can it go any more down? I might as well just go away.
Yeah.
Everything we've worked for is going to be gone.
Yep.
Prices are going to go through the roof, and it's
people
not good, man.
Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. That's all I can say.
Throw that shit under your mattress.
Yep. Yep, because we don't know what's coming.
Nope.
Buy your guns now.
Oh, here we go.
Except for that
You're part of the problem.
Except for that guy in Texas. You see that too? That was another thing, man. The guy in Texas. He comes out of his he went to the mall, comes out of his car and starts. How does a guy? Here's my question. And I know we didn't say we're going to talk about this, but I want to talk about it real quick. How does a guy who got released from military because of mental issues get 8 guns? What the heck is going on here? He got released because he had mental instability.
Yeah.
There was something. They knew there was something wrong.
Everything's easier in Texas.
Why is this not coming up on checks? What is? I don't know.
I'm not 100% familiar with the story. I don't know if he got them illegally or legally.
Legally.
He got them legally?
Legally.
Okay, so then yeah.
He got them legally. His name is Juan Carlos. No, I'm joking. It was Mauricio Garcia or something like that,
Yeah,
and he's
close.
a neo-Nazi. That didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like from the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
The blind guy who's the blind black guy that was the leader of a
KKK.
neo-Nazi.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's starting something new, the RRR. We are the Rus.
Yeah. Well, they took him down. He had a death wish, obviously. Once again,
Those people want to die.
Yes,
they want to die.
But why?
But they have to take out people with them as they're going.
Killing little kids. These little kids are watching Sesame Street. They're not, they have nothing. They don't know what your issue is. They don't know about mental illness. They don't know any of this. Why are you doing this? Why? Just kill yourself and don't go shooting innocent children. I don't. People are just sick, man.
We live in a sick world.
Yeah, yes. What is the? I think it's. You know what part of the problem is, John? You know what part of the problem is the media. I think because the media is what he wants. He wants to be. He wants his name to be put out there. Yeah. He wants to. For him, it's like if I'm going to go out, I'm going out. I'm going to become known. I want to be another one of those names that are in statistics. I want to be remembered. No matter if it's from good things or bad things, these people,
I want Ricky Martin to play me in a movie.
Yeah, it's pathetic, but that's part of the problem too. Is just how I've said this before. I think these people they should be called a madman or something on the news. Don't put out his name. Just say a sick individual and whatever. Because once you say his name,
you don't need the picture. You don't need the name.
Yeah.
Don't give it the.
Because the future person that's going to kill people is watching the news as well.
Yeah, I want to be like Mauricio.
Yes, exactly. It's pathetic. These people are pathetic. And like I had mentioned the other day, some of these people who commit these crimes, these pedophiles or whomever are out there, I think there should be public lynchings. Just or stoning. We got to go primitive on these people like they do in Singapore.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe, just maybe, that'll stop people. They'll make them think a little bit twice about doing things. Who knows?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I guess sickness is sickness.
Sickness is sickness.
Yeah. But the border crisis is an issue. We're going to see what happens. We'll talk about it probably again soon. We've talked about it once, and I'm sure we'll revisit that again and see what's going on with that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think in my head. It's not... we're not trying to be cold-hearted, but it's getting bad.
It's quite the opposite, actually. We
have feel for these people.
Yes, we have passion for it because we feel it.
Feel for people. And it's not fair to them, but it's not fair to us as well.
I mean, John and I know firsthand. We've worked in industries where we've worked with people who are legal and illegal. And just being in restaurants and everything. We've had our share of working with. And some of these people are just great people. Some of them came from rough past. We see what they've gone through. But I've also witnessed a lot of them who have come in illegally actually do what they can to actually become citizens.
Yes.
And do it right. And they want to be an actual citizen and not mooch off things. They want to contribute, not be part of the problem.
I was thinking of I don't remember how long it was because I don't think she's still on the show anymore, but Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah.
When she was on The View, made a stupid comment. They were talking about border control, and she was, I guess she's pro let them in.
Yeah.
And whoever she was talking to was anti let them in. And she made a statement of who's going to clean our toilets and blah, blah, blah.
Oh God.
And then she's like, and they all looked at her like, seriously? And she's like, well, I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean? Like they're taking people to jobs that the white people don't want to do. And I was like, you said it, man.
That hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
You said it.
Yeah. That's a stupid comment.
Oh, man, there's so many stupid comments.
Well, there's so many people who think they know what they're talking about. They have no freaking clue what they're talking about, too, as well.
Yeah. But you know who the king of stupid comments is? The king of stupid comments.
Well, recently on the news we've been watching,
It's not even just recently.
and we got to talk to his PR person. That's Donald Trump. He's got to stop, man. He's got to stop with some of the stuff he says.
What is wrong with you?
Listen, I'm not saying I believe this recently on the news. This woman accused him of rape. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying that it's some of the things he says doesn't help his cause.
The video came out of him talking. It's easy when you're a star and the women want you, and you can just
Trump,
grab them
stop.
and you can kiss them, and then they'll like it, and you can grab them by the
No.
Come back right now and just say, I'm sorry that I made that comment. It was stupid at the time. I wasn't thinking.
Yes.
It was in conversation. I don't know. I apologize. No, nothing.
Yes.
He's just like, I said it because it's true.
Yes. Say I was just messing around. I was trying to show off. I'm trying to, he has said it was been locker room talk with that. But
But there's no apology behind it.
Yes.
I mean, that was a long time ago, but now it's up now because he's going through that trial, was in his deposition, and
he
he's sitting
said,
there and he's like,
and he said, she isn't my type. No,
She
you
isn't-
don't say she
I wouldn't
isn't.
rape her. She isn't
Not
my type.
She's ugly. I wouldn't rape her. I wouldn't touch her. No. That you
God.
don't. You say I didn't do it. I don't know who she. If he doesn't, he said she doesn't know who she is. Leave it at that. I didn't do it. I don't know who she is.
The funniest part of the whole thing is when they showed the picture of him like talking to her. And he's like, "Oh, that's my wife."
Yeah, he thought it was Marla Maples,
And they're like, "No." He's
No,
like, "Yeah,
that's-
that's Marla."
which he's basically saying she is my type.
Yeah, she looks exactly.
If
like
you
her.
married her, I know you had a lot of wives, Donald, but she wasn't one of them. So it's kind of he's gotta watch what he says, and it's a shame because he did a lot of good things, but he
did a lot of good things as president.
Yeah.
As a man, as a person, he's kind of a
like I said, man,
despicable person.
He's gotta fire his PR people.
It's like we want him back, but I don't know if this country's ready for. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I
also
think if he comes back, you're going to see this country's. You're going to see civil war.
yes, but I also don't like how this lady who's accusing him. It's always they always come out of the woodworks when it's the convenient time. He announced he's running for president.
Yeah.
Let's come out of the woodworks and say, "Oh, he raped me."
Yeah, he raped me.
Yeah.
Good. Now.
Yeah.
Now I can get my life. I told everybody now I can get my life back together again.
There's only three people that would know that know what happened. It's her, Donald, and the wall he was banging her on,
Or the bed.
or the bed. I think it was like a changing room or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she had a spot too? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I think it was like a thing. But actually, the defense was saying something that she took everything right out of this episode of Law and Order or something. They said it was like the exact plot.
I mean,
I
I don't want to get into trouble where people think we're mocking, rapings and people accusing, but
yeah,
it could have happened.
it could have, but
But why wait so long? And we've had this conversation.
Yes.
Why do these people wait for so long?
Yes, and why do they? And it doesn't help the credibility when there's an election coming in whatever soon, and it doesn't help things because it seems like they're doing it because there's an election. Who's paying
Right.
them? Who's telling them to? Come out with this now. Biden's not looking good right now. Come out with this now. Let's get the attention off Biden. Let's get it on Trump again.
Right.
And that's the way it comes across. But Trump's got to he's got to get his act together. And
He has to.
He's got to stop being saying stupid
He
things.
says stupid shit.
Yeah. And DeSantis is like, yay, yay.
yeah.
Because whatever, DeSantis.
He puts his own foot in his mouth, and it's kind of tiring, to be honest with you, because some people want to defend the guy, and you can't. You can't defend him.
Yeah.
He really is kind of a piece of shit, but
Yeah.
he did okay things for us. But as a human being, he's not so good.
He did things. It's like when you ever have someone that just says the things you want to say, but you never say it. He was kind of that guy a lot of times.
Right. He's saying what we're thinking.
Yes.
Right.
Like, we need to do this or do that. And you're like, he's kind of right, but it's just the way he puts it out there.
Yes, it's the way you say it and the way you do it. And
There's a way of presenting things.
the way you talk down to people, and
Yeah.
it's not
Yes.
good.
Well, he starts to come across like a little bit as like a megalomaniac, where
Oh,
he's,
he 100% is.
yeah. So that doesn't help things. If he wants to become president again, he's got to get his act together.
I would love for him to be president again.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was going fine, except for his mouth.
I don't. I've said this before. I want someone that's just going to help us.
Just help us, yes.
Republican,
I don't care if it's him or
Democrat.
anybody.
Yeah, just help us. Make things right. We're so divided now. It's unbelievable.
I've never seen in my 40-something years, and I haven't been into politics for many of them, I've never seen the two parties so divided in my life. This is
I know.
we're going through historical times right now.
I know.
And it's getting worse and worse and worse. We need a third party. We talked about this too. We need a third party to come out and save the day.
We need
a Republicrat or something. Republicrats.
We need a Hands Across America again.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You're on Ridge Road going across out of school. And we just held hands and stared at each other.
Hands Across America.
Wasn't that for AIDS?
I don't know. You ever watch Beer Fest now?
Wow, not for a long time.
With Broken Lizard?
Broken Lizard Club.
And they said, oh, last time I saw you was Hands Across America? Yeah, Hands Across America.
I think Hands Across America was an AIDS thing, wasn't it?
I don't remember what it was for. I was too young.
I just remember standing on Ridge Road.
Yes, I remember standing. I walked out to my the
holding
main
hands.
Yeah, Hands Across America.
Hands Across.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
He shook it around too much there, man. He got a little.
I usually don't give myself the last pour on purpose.
Yeah. He got little beer boogers in
I
his
got some
beer.
junk in there.
So, John, what do we have here? This is actually one that I had picked up.
Yeah, you brought this.
I picked it up
Go
from a
for it.
store up in the Catskills.
Aurora Brewing Company?
Aurora Brewing. And are
Out
they
of King Ferry, New York.
Okay, King Ferry, New York. And this
know
one
where that
is no, I do not. I do not know where. It's in New York. That I do know.
It's a very big state.
And what was the name?
Fresh to Death.
Fresh. Yo, this one's
Which
fresh, yo.
is a hazy IPA, as you can see, made with Citra and Mosaic hops, now with Phantasm hops.
Ooh, sounds phantasm.
Yes. And we looked up Phantasm hops.
Yes, we want to learn a
and
little.
they are the newest hop in the beer world, the newest ingredient. It is a powder made of Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc grape skins.
Ooh, parlez-vous.
And it works to amplify the fruity flavors of the hazy IPA, making them even juicier.
Juicy. Sounds juicy.
Let's see. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
See if it's phantasm.
Oh, that's phantasmic.
It is good, man.
I like it. It's very subtle.
Yeah. Got it. I can taste the phantasm.
I feel like I want more out of it, though. I want something else.
Yeah?
There's something.
Do you have a cold?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got flavors galore, man.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm getting some. Yeah. I definitely. It's got some pop to it, I feel. Maybe it's the.
It's very easy drinking.
Yeah.
Maybe I was waiting for an aftertaste, and it's not there. Not
not
that an aftertaste is a bad. I mean,
Yeah, it's not
a
a
good
bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
I think there's a little linger there, but I think it's nice. I keep wanting to drink it.
Yeah,
That's always
no,
a
me
good
too.
time.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Great
What did I
job,
say it was?
Aurora.
6.8?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
6.8.
6.8.
Cool. That's a nice percentage there.
FTD, baby.
Yeah.
Fresh to death.
Fresh to death,
Like
yo.
DJ Paulie D.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, no complaints for me.
No.
Yeah.
No, me neither.
It's good.
And we don't know where King Ferry, New York is.
No.
All right.
Do they have a ferry?
And a king.
And a king?
That's what we need. We need a king.
Yes. Oh.
We need a king.
Speaking of kings, did you see the one? Did you watch the coronation?
I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Me neither.
Time to move on.
Okay.
So in other news, talk about this author that this lady killed her husband.
I'm laughing because we just literally were watching all this stuff on the news. Yeah, it was just like, oh, we shouldn't talk about that. We should talk about this. We should talk about that. But yes, it was a young woman, 30s, I guess.
Decent looking.
Well, that's kind of irrelevant, but yes.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, she was. There it is.
She was a doctor, nurse.
Earwives, honey. Earwives.
Earwives?
Earmuffs. Earwives. See what's on my mind?
Earwives.
Earmuffs. Wife, honey. Yeah, so she basically...
She was a nurse, right, or a doctor?
Was she?
I don't know. The picture she had a stethoscope around her neck.
Oh, well, maybe she was. Well, so it turns out she had wanted to become sole beneficiary of the insurance policy. They had kids together, this woman and her husband.
Why wouldn't she be the sole beneficiary? As a wife, as a spouse, don't you have to be? Don't you have to sign off to not be?
I don't know. Like, maybe they had beneficiaries. Like, maybe there was like a sister or someone else involved. We don't know the whole story, but maybe he had other people that sometimes you could just put any names down for insurance. I want this to go to this person, or whatever. It's going to be split up.
I guess I'm wrong. If you were married, it automatically your spouse has to sign
No.
off for you to split it. Like they're your primary, and then you can have co's underneath.
Yeah, I'm not
sure.
sure.
I might be wrong.
There was some fishy stuff going on with that, though. So basically, he died, and it was fentanyl poisoning. He had like 6, whatever
Times the percent he should have.
Yeah, or whatever. He shouldn't have any fentanyl, I guess. But.
In his Moscow Mule.
Yes, he had a cocktail
That she made him.
That she had made him, and she found him dead in the room, cold to the touch.
Cold to the touch.
I remember them saying that. And she ended up, she wrote a book. It was kind of like a children's book that was supposed to help grieving children who lost a parent. Basically, help with grief. And because they went through it. And she's making money off this. And she wrote this book. And she's telling her kids this and that, whatever. So it turns out that, yes, she actually poisoned her husband.
And she tried to do it before this time, right? And she failed because he got really sick.
He got paranoid because, yes, there was an initial attempt, and that's probably why it was 6 times this time.
From a drink.
Yes, and he had told a friend of his that I think that my wife is trying to poison me. And
I didn't think that was a thing anymore.
Yeah.
That's like 1800 shit,
Yeah.
where you're poisoning people.
Yes.
Where do you go buy poison? I feel like a bottle with the skull and bones. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing too: the person is committing this act. Don't you do your damn research? You realize you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. There's autopsies. There's things involved.
Yeah.
They're gonna want. People just don't get that much in their system and die for nothing. So
you got to chop up the pieces, and then you got to put them in bags, cinder blocks.
Well, no,
rivers, oceans.
In Snatch, they say the perfect crime is you feed them to pigs because they will go through bone like butter.
Yes. Well, I always said that if I were to kill anybody, I would take them up Route 23, all the way up by High Point, smear them with peanut butter, tie them to a tree, and let the bears have their way with them.
Oh gosh!
So
if he decided to ever do that,
if Kenny ever goes missing,
yes. But in for all jokes aside, it's sad to see because now these kids have to live with that. Their father passed away.
Mommy's in jail.
Mommy's going to be in jail, and they're going to have to live with that for the rest of their life, knowing that their mother killed their father and wrote a book about it.
There has to be more to it, though. Not just money. What was he doing something wrong? Did she just not want to be married to him anymore?
I don't know. What it sounds like is money,
just money?
But I don't know. Yes, we didn't live their lives. We don't know what they were going through. We don't know any of that. But if that's the case, divorce. If he's doing something wrong, divorce.
I will never drink a Moscow Mule for my wife.
Now after this, he's like, honey, no. She's like, just drink it. Come on,
just drink it. Drink it.
No, you take a sip first.
It reminds me of another story. If you have Netflix,
Yes.
watch American Murder. Same situation, opposite. The father was having an affair. The husband was having an affair. Killed his wife and his 2 kids.
Ooh.
At an oil field. Dumped the kids in an oil tanks.
Oh, God.
Buried the wife somewhere. Went home. Called the police. Said, I haven't seen my wife in a couple days.
Yeah.
She took the kids. She left. Search goes on. He pleads. He's even on the news. This is famous. The Watts family.
Yeah.
He's on the news pleading. If anybody seen my wife, he brought in. Then he failed a polygraph test.
Oh.
Then he came clean. I killed her. And his story was, I killed her because she killed my kids. I asked for a divorce. She said that she'll kill the kids if I want a divorce. She killed the kids. In a fit of rage, I killed her.
So he basically blamed her for the murder of
and
the
then
children.
He came.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Please
It's crazy what people do. There's so many of these documentaries about husbands and wives killing each other and killing the kids.
Just with the children.
Chris Benoit. You know the story of Chris Benoit?
I remember Chris Benoit.
WWE?
He got murdered, right?
He killed his family.
Oh, he killed someone.
He was nuts. He killed his family and then killed himself.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
I cannot fathom hurting my children.
Yeah.
Do we want to kill our wife sometime? Yeah. Do they want to kill us? Yeah.
This is being recorded.
I could never hurt my children.
Yeah.
Never hurt my children.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pathetic, these people, to do that to a child. And, these kids, they They don't.
Nobody deserves that.
They don't.
Because these people think, oh, if I'm going to die, I'm going to kill them because we're all going to be in heaven together. No, I don't think it's going to work like that,
you're
bro.
not going to have
'Cause
it.
you ain't going up
No,
there.
no, there's a special
escalator's going down.
Yeah, there's a special place somewhere for you. It ain't heaven.
No, escalator's going down, my friend.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sad.
It's very sick.
Yeah, I don't understand it with people.
Yeah. Anywho, but while we're getting into the bourbon section, I want to
Yes.
mention that it's been a pretty good for me and you. We've had a good week in the football news.
Oh,
You got your quarterback, and I got mine.
yes, you got Aaron Rodgers, man.
He came. We finally got him.
Yeah, you guys, you had talked about it. He came out of his cave.
He came out of his cave. We gave the Packers everything they wanted. It was a little much.
Yeah, they're not even paying him money. They're paying him in what's that?
Cheese?
No, what's that drug?
Oh, he does the. It's like the bat guano or something.
Yeah, they're paying him in bat guano, actually,
Right? Some kind of like mushroom or something.
or yes,
He likes to trip.
the tripping stuff. Yeah, whatever. They're
what it's
paying him in
called.
drugs. That's what they're doing, and he's fine with that.
Yeah, the Jets are like ranked number 6 now.
Did they get Randall Cobb too, or no?
They got Randall Cobb.
Interesting.
They got Alan Lazard. So he always complained the Packers never get him any weapons. The Packers never get him any weapons. And what did he do?
Yeah.
He took everything from the Packers and brought him here. It's the same thing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the same team.
Yeah.
No, they got Garrett Wilson and
It's different.
some good tight ends.
Yeah, we
Brees
got
Hall.
yes, Lamar's back.
Lamar's back. You got OBJ. You got a big BJ. You want a BJ?
I don't know how I feel. I mean, there's no question.
He's talented, man.
He's talented. He is very talented, but I just don't like his ego.
Best quarterback Lamar's ever going to play with.
Yeah. But I don't like his ego. I don't. You saw that whole thing with him on the plane, and he's flipping out on someone and
yeah.
calling some guy old or fat or
They're
something
all
like that.
They're all like that.
They are, but he's just he's a bit much. He's a little too pretty for me. And Lamar, I wasn't too happy with Lamar at the end of last season. He wasn't, they're in the playoffs, they're doing all right, and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit this one out. Everyone
You got to be happy to have him back, though.
He is an amazing quarterback. Yes, if you want your team to win and you want to put all that stuff aside, then yes, we're looking good. We're looking
You're
good.
looking very good.
Yeah, yeah. Ravens have always been smart with their picks and everything. They're not the New York Jets. They're not the New York Giants. Sometimes, with some of their decisions, they've made some stupid decisions in the
Oh,
past.
100%.
I
I
didn't.
didn't like our draft pick this year.
Yeah.
Our first rounder.
Yes, and I don't think that. I mean, Rodgers is. Well, can you honestly say he's in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
The guy's 39 years old.
It's like when they brought.
40.
It's like when they brought
Maybe 40.
Favre from the Packers to you guys.
But he's still no. I think Rodgers at this point in his career is better than Favre was at that point.
I do agree with that. Yes, I feel.
I don't think Favre ever even wanted to be here. He wanted to be a Viking from the beginning.
Yeah.
Rodgers has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to come here. He wants to be here. He wants to win. He wants to shove it up Green Bay's ass. And I really think. I don't know if we're Super Bowl bound, but I think we are definitely a playoff team and an AL East. We're going to compete.
All
with
we
the
have to
Bills,
say
man.
is there's a couple QBs that were past their prime and they made things happen. Look at
Mr. Brady.
Mr. Brady. Look at Peyton Manning.
Yep. Well, was Peyton Manning? He wasn't that old.
Yeah, I think it was past his prime.
I think he could have kept playing.
Yeah, you think so?
I think he could have kept playing.
Because I mean, from when he went to Indianapolis to the Broncos.
Yeah. But he
And-
was smart, though. He left. He won, and he left.
Yeah.
These guys want to keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
But as great as Rodgers has been, though, I think he's only won one Super Bowl, right? That's it.
Yeah.
He's not like he's got multiple Super Bowls.
Yeah. He's a name, and he's that name. It's
a good name.
It's about New York. A lot of it is about for the fans. It's about the money. It's about yes. Well, technically New Jersey, but yes, they're doing it. They want that name in there. They want these people who are paying these high stadium prices for their their season tickets and everything. They want to give them some bang for their buck.
Absolutely. Jersey sales out of the roof, man.
Yeah.
They're going to pay his salary just on jersey sales.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited. The Yankees aren't doing so great. The Mets suck as usual.
What's with the Yankees? What's going on with the Yankees?
They'll be okay. They'll be okay.
But it's like, they got money, and they spend their money, and they re-signed Judge.
They spend their money on the wrong people.
Yeah. How is Judge looking, though? How is he doing after
He
all
just
this?
got off of the IL.
Okay.
He had a bad hip. He was hurt. But he's doing pretty good, though.
Okay.
He's doing all right.
All right. I don't follow baseball, really, but I just...
Their big signing, Rodon, hasn't pitched yet because he's got a bad back. That's what I'm saying. They always sign
There's always
somebody who's
something,
hurt.
yeah. Well, that was the problem with Odell too. When we were talking about Odell Beckham, he got injured a lot. It was like Saquon Barkley, Saquon Barkley. You're like, oh, he's gonna be great. He actually had a good season last year. He didn't get injured, right? Last year,
No.
which was a shocker. and coming from the fantasy football world, a lot of times you don't want to pick someone up like that.
He was on my do not draft list.
Yes.
What a mistake that was.
Yes, because of it. Yes, and that's the way it works. So,
But he wants a contract. They're not giving it to him, so
yeah,
we'll see.
we will see. Bourbon, guys. We have.
do it.
We have. This is a new one I just picked up. It's 2XO.
XOXO.
It's 2 times Oak by Dixon Deadman. Dixon Deadman, he is behind Kentucky Owl, actually, the distiller over there.
You ever put your dicks in a Deadman?
Not yet. But I'll think about it.
Necrophilia, right? Is that what that's called?
Is that? Yes, probably. But yes, he did Kentucky Owl. Basically, he revived Kentucky Owl, I think back in like 2014 or something, and he's doing this too as well now. And this one is, I think, the batch 2. The other one was, I think the Phoenix blend was the first one, which I have. I don't have it cracked open though. This is the Innkeeper's blend, so it's a different blend. This one's
2XO, the name of the bourbon, or is that the name of the company? Like, if we were to go look it up on Instagram, are we looking up 2XO?
2XO.
Okay.
Yeah, 2XO.
Not Daryl Dixon.
Not Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon from Walking Dead. But yes, this is one that I actually liked, thoroughly enjoyed. I've actually liked it enough where I did pick up a backup bottle. Because sometimes with these bottles, you don't know, especially if it's new, you don't know if it's going to be...
You want a little heavy on that pour.
I'll put it, I noticed that. I don't know if it's going to be... one that's going to be harder to get. With new bourbons, you just never know sometimes. Actually, that's probably good for both of us. My one pour was a little bit heavy. And...
Smells good.
You smell like bourbon.
Smells good.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. I like it.
It's good.
It's smooth.
Yeah. I can't say anything wrong. I didn't say ABV on this, though. It was 52%.
Okay.
104 proof. So it's not like, these barrel proofs that we have that are, we're getting into the 112s, 115s, or like the Obtainium we had that was 100 and what? Freaking 60 or something. It was something crazy. But this is a nice sipper. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I get that oak, man. I get that double oak. It lingers with that oak.
I'm not getting anything else.
Yeah, it's weird. It just tastes like straight up oaky.
Yeah.
Oaky
Oaky goodness.
Yeah.
Charles Oaky.
Mm-hmm. Charles Oaky.
I like it.
Yeah.
Price-wise, little on the expensive side.
Yes.
Is it a good price? Oh, it's a long expensive.
Yes,
Okay.
$99 a bottle. And
That's not.
yes,
It's high.
yeah.
When I think of ridiculously high, it's anything over 100.
Yeah.
I'm thinking anything between 55 to 100 is kind of like it's got to be good for that price.
Yeah.
And anything under 55, if it's good, it's a steal. You know what I mean? Like your best. What do you call it? Best picks.
Yeah. Oh,
Best
yeah.
price pick.
Yeah, like my old granddad 114s
Yeah,
and stuff that
yeah.
are awesome and cheap.
This is up there with that though.
Yeah. It's
pricey, but
yes. But the thing with the bourbon world and what's happening now is it's so hip now. It's so big now. Bourbon's is huge, and that's the problem. It's the prices they're driving up. They're driving the prices up. A lot of people, because bourbon is
people like you.
Well, it's popular now. Well, it's people that go and buy a bottle that's supposed to be $99, and they buy it at another store for $200. That's just driving the price up more and more and more. I mean, these people know how much they're going for. They look online and see what people are selling them for. They say, oh, well, if this store is selling it, and they're selling them because they see how many bottles a count is going through for $150, and they know they're selling it for $150. Next time they release it, they're gonna like, well, I want to get a little bit more of what we're producing. I want to get a little bit more of that chunk of that change, So then next time they bring it out to $125.
It's good business.
Yeah. Good for them. Bad for the
Consumer?
consumer. It's bad for the people who have been drinking bourbon for a long time. That the OGs that are like, geez, now I gotta spend whatever to get a bottle of whatever that I was buying for pennies back in the day. You know.
They hate people like us.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
like me.
well, Pappy was what $69, probably $59 20 years ago. Now it's. You know, if you get a Pappy 15 for it's like $1,500. You know,
It's insane.
yeah, it's just changed so much the industry, but it is what it is. I'm still gonna drink it. Still like it.
So what do you want to tell everybody? Stop buying stuff. Stop paying overpriced. Let it sit there on the shelf. Let it
Yeah.
get dusty.
The overpriced thing is a problem. Yeah, people who are paying these stores that are marking it up and they're paying for it and not caring and they're like, whatever, I don't care. You know, I mean, I see both sides of it.
Somerville Super Savers.
No, they're good.
they're
They're
good.
good.
Yeah,
They're good. But you know, I could see both sides of it. Sometimes someone's like, I really like this bourbon, and I don't see it anywhere, and I don't feel like driving to 30 stores to try to find it. I'd rather just pay the extra $30
Right.
here than drive around trying to find it if I like it that much. You know.
Right.
So, it is what it is. But 2XO, great stuff.
Good stuff.
Mr. Dixon, it is
Dixon Deadman.
Yes, Mr. Dixon Deadman. Daryl Dixon Deadman. Good job.
Good job.
This is solid. On that note,
Shout out. We are shouting out Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Jersey.
Aurora. We're giving a shout out.
Aurora Brewing Company.
Yes.
Fresh to death.
That was fresh.
FTD.
El
baby.
Fresco.
Shout out to 2XO.
Yes. And cheers, John.
Cheers to you, Ken. I don't think there's anybody else we want to shout out.
And cheers to you guys.
Peace.
Later.
Scoobity